What's up, everybody? Today, we're going to go over transferring your project files from the MPC Sample over to MPC 3.0 software and also to a standalone machine. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, the first thing you're going to want to do once you have your beat all laid out how you like it and everything like that, you want to go in and you want to save your project. Save it. You want to name it. Save it both to the internal and the external drive. We got the knob right here. It says it there. External. You flip the switch. It says internal, external. Also, when you're flipping that, you'll see that it changes color. When you haven't saved it yet, it'll be was it white, I believe, and then you'll have a yellow for external. And then once you save it, then now you have it's like red and yellow. But anyway, save it internal, external. Then after you save it internal, external, load a new project, and from the new project, then you want to go ahead and reload your project. And so what saving it, starting a new project does, it clears out the sample bank and everything like that. And so when you load it in the project, you are sure that you have all your samples and everything together, and the project works properly, at least on the machine, on the sample, right? So then once you've done that, then what you want to do is you want to go to the export function, right? And so again, go to Shift Project, and all the way down at the bottom, SD card access, right? You want to click that, and boom. Once you have saved your project and everything is how you want it to be, you want to access the SD card. And once you access the SD card, it's gonna mount the sample onto your Mac, if you have a Mac. I'm not entirely sure if it's a PC, but I'm assuming it's either gonna show up on your desktop or in the system tray. Please let me know. And once you do that, then you want to go into the folder. This is that folder here, right? Let's back up. So MPC Sample, right? That's what my card is named on my sample. It makes sense, right? Please name your stuff things you know what it is, right? You don't want to, name it, I don't know, Bluntman 5000, and then you forget what the heck that even is. So this is the sample, and then you want to go into the projects folder. Now you'll notice that there's a folder and there's the actual project, and they're named the same thing, right? And when you move these, you want to move them together. Don't separate them. Don't change the name. It's going to cause problems. And then we're going to put them in the folder that we designate on our computer. You can name them whatever you want to name it. This just MPC sample transfer is just what I happen to have named mine, right? Boom. So they're here. Yeah, so you want to make sure they're here. And then once you do that, then you can launch your software, right? And also, once this is done, you can unmount your MPC as well, right? Because you no longer need that. So I'm going to do that now, actually. And then you can exit your device. And then, all right, so once you've done that, then we'll be ready for this. And then you want to just go in, load your project, go to where you know it is. And then so from the location that you saved your project, right? Just go ahead and double click that file. And you might get an error message. It's fine. Don't worry about it. What you really want to worry about is, does it work? Right? That's the real deal. That's what we care. Okay. So we got the project loaded in. It's got the name up here. It might not work, but it should work. So let's see. There we go. There we go. Everything works as intended. Let's see here, we got, right? Here. Anyways, so there we go. That's that process. And then now let's look at transferring over to standalone device. All right, boom. Hey, look at that. We're back. Down here. This is what we want. And those pads look crazy. They don't even look like that for real. I don't even know what that's about. They do not look like that for real. That's all right though. So, in controller mode. Okay, so once you have all your files transferred over from the folder into the MPC Live folder, right? I'm sure you've transferred before, so it's a fairly straightforward process. Once you got that transferred over, then we're gonna go into it, and now we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together. I mean, I've done this before, but we're gonna find out together if this particular project is gonna work. So we're gonna go in player one project, right? Failed with parameter. That's okay. Yep. And so a lot of the effects and all the other kind of stuff, none of that stuff transfers over yet, so it's not gonna work. But it's fine because you can add effects while you're in here. The main important thing is if you baked in all your effects and everything, like I was saying before, you don't have to worry about that anyways, right? Whatever you got to do here should be minor if it transfers correctly. All right, so the project looks like it loaded in. I see some samples here. I'm gonna turn the volume off just so we get a surprise. So this sample, that 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 sample. All the samples look like they're here. They look like they're here. So here's the moment of truth. Did it work? Oh, we love that. So everything's here. All right, so now going forward, you got your project, you keep on working on it, this, that, and the other, and if you don't want everything on one drum program, all you gotta do is go in, and then where's that? Explode track, right? Explode. Wait, let it do its thing. And now you got everything on a different one, right? You got your initial drum track is muted, and it exploded. You got this, kick, snare, right? It's all here. Well, actually, is it all here? I think it's all here. Yeah, it's all here. I was thinking about a different track I was working on. Yeah, but so it's all here. Again. If you like this beat, I believe it's Flip Mode. This is his name, the producer. He makes a lot of sample packs, good beats. Over there, the Conductors Union over on Patreon. That's where you can find it. We're a great community a producer could be lonely. So if you just want to commune with other producers, we got that too. Conductor Williams got stories. We got beat challenges, and a bunch of stuff over there, man. It's a bunch of cool cats over there, just trying to be the best they can. And if that's your goal too, we'd love to have you. But anyways, that's how. That's aside from tracking each individual track, how Sarah 2 Ill has shown it. That's another way to get your beats into your MPC and into your computer until the 3.8 update comes, and who knows how that's going to be. Anyways, thanks for showing up. If you like this content, you want to see more, let me know. I'm down. I don't know everything, but I know stuff. Maybe you know more than me. Maybe you could teach me some stuff. Maybe we can build a little community here. If not,